Throughout cinematic history, few figures have embodied the concept of the relentless, unstoppable force more than the Terminator and Michael Myers. Each represents a different kind of terror. One is a futuristic machine designed for absolute efficiency and destruction, while the other is an enigmatic, seemingly immortal killer whose existence defies logic. But if these two were to meet in combat, who would emerge victorious? To answer that, we must examine their strengths, past battles, weaknesses, and how they might engage in a hypothetical showdown. In this video, we will look at the strengths and weaknesses of both Michael Myers and the Terminator, and then we will imagine a hypothetical scenario where these two characters might encounter each other in a fight and determine who would ultimately win. Make sure to stick around till the end to see who we think would ultimately come out on top, and comment below to let us know if you agree or disagree with our conclusion. And so, without further ado, let's get into it. The Terminator, specifically the T-800 model, is a cybernetic organism sent from the future, designed to eliminate targets with ruthless efficiency. Encased in a hyper-alloy endoskeleton, it possesses incredible strength, endurance, and precision. Its artificial intelligence allows it to adapt to battle conditions, strategizing and modifying its approach as needed. Equipped with advanced weaponry and superior combat skills, the Terminator has taken on entire police forces, rival machines, and even an advanced T-1000 unit, which was composed of liquid metal and vastly more flexible than a human opponent. Michael Myers, on the other hand, is something entirely different. A seemingly unkillable force, Myers has survived gunshots, stabbings, explosions, and countless injuries that would incapacitate or kill a normal person. His strength is far beyond human, allowing him to lift and throw people with ease. His endurance makes him impervious to pain, and his stealth skills allow him to strike from the shadows without warning. Myers is a master of psychological terror, instilling fear in his victims before making his move. His presence alone is often enough to paralyze those who encounter him. Both of these figures have displayed abilities that seem supernatural. While the Terminator is explicitly mechanical, Myers is more ambiguous. His resilience and power border on the inhuman. However, raw power alone will not determine the victor in their battle. We must consider their weaknesses as well. For all its technological advantages, the Terminator is not invincible. While its endoskeleton is incredibly durable, it is not indestructible. Sustained heavy firepower, explosives, or advanced energy weapons have been shown to damage or destroy it. The Terminator also follows programmed directives, which means that while it can learn, it is still bound by certain operational limitations. EMPs or other forms of electrical disruption can disable it, and advanced models like the T-1000 have proven to be legitimate threats to its survival. Michael Myers' weaknesses are more mysterious. While he has survived injuries that should have killed him, he is not completely immune to harm. He has been subdued temporarily by gunfire, blunt force, and traps, though he always seems to recover. Unlike the Terminator, he does not possess the ability to strategize in a traditional sense. He operates more on instinct, driven by an insatiable need to kill. If overwhelmed by an enemy with greater intelligence and firepower, Myers could theoretically be stopped, even if not permanently. The Terminator has faced formidable opponents, including entire armies of resistance fighters and other machines specifically built to hunt and destroy. It has demonstrated resilience in battles against superior models, like the T-1000, and has defeated enemies using superior firepower, brute force, and tactical adaptability. Michael Myers, by contrast, has primarily faced human opponents, police officers, armed civilians, and those trying to escape his wrath. While they have attempted to subdue or kill him, he has consistently survived and continued his killing spree. His ability to withstand damage and continue forward is his most defining trait, making him a terrifying and seemingly unstoppable force. However, it is important to note that Myers has never faced an opponent like the Terminator. His most significant challenges have come from determined human survivors, not from an enemy with superior intelligence, durability, and advanced weaponry. Now, let's envision a scenario in which these two forces collide. A Cyberdyne research facility deep in a classified location has been investigating anomalies in human resilience. Scientists have collected data on Michael Myers, intrigued by his apparent inability to die. In an effort to understand his nature, they managed to capture him and place him under observation in a high-security testing lab. Unknown to them, Skynet, monitoring human technological developments, sees this as an opportunity to test one of its most advanced infiltrators, a T-800 Terminator. When Myers inevitably escapes, leaving behind a trail of slaughtered scientists and security personnel, the facility's last resort is to activate their mechanical guardian. The Terminator is deployed, scanning for Myers, and the hunt begins. At first, Myers lurks in the shadows, as he always does. The Terminator, however, is immune to fear and psychological manipulation. Unlike human victims, it will not hesitate, will not panic, and will not underestimate its target. It methodically tracks Myers through the darkened corridors of the facility, scanning for heat signatures and movement. Then, Myers strikes. Emerging from the darkness, he lands a surprise attack, plunging his signature knife into the Terminator's flesh. But unlike his human victims, this does not slow the machine down. The Terminator retaliates instantly, delivering a bone-crushing punch that sends Myers crashing through a concrete wall. Myers rises. He is not deterred. He lunges again, attempting to subdue his mechanical adversary with raw strength. The Terminator, however, is stronger. It seizes Myers and slams him against the ground with force capable of shattering bone. But Myers does not break. He continues his assault, attacking with relentless fury. The fight rages on, but the Terminator's tactical advantage becomes clear. While Myers is an unstoppable force of nature, he lacks the firepower to deal meaningful damage to his opponent. His knife is useless against metal, his brute strength unmatched by the Terminator's enhanced capabilities. While he can take damage beyond human limits, he is still made of flesh and blood. The Terminator does not tire, does not slow, and does not stop. Realizing that Myers will not stay down with simple brute force, the Terminator resorts to heavy weaponry. Retrieving a shotgun, it unloads round after round into Myers, knocking him back repeatedly. Though Myers continues forward, he is slowed. A grenade launcher follows. The blast tears through him, reducing the seemingly invincible killer to a burning wreck. While Michael Myers is one of the most fearsome slashers in cinematic history, he is still human, or at least something resembling a human. The Terminator, however, is an advanced combat machine built to withstand and eliminate threats far greater than a lone killer with a knife. While Myers' resilience might allow him to endure a prolonged battle, he lacks the ability to significantly damage or stop the Terminator. In a fight where strategy, durability, and sheer firepower matter, the Terminator is the clear winner. That being said, if we imagine a scenario where the Terminator lacks proper weaponry or is somehow damaged before engaging Myers, the fight could be prolonged, potentially even leading to a draw. But in most circumstances, the Terminator's superior technology and adaptability would give it the decisive edge. Michael Myers, for all his resilience and brute strength, has been bested multiple times by ordinary people, most notably his sister, Laurie Strode. Despite his uncanny ability to survive and return, he has been stopped through sheer determination and human cunning. If an average person with intelligence and courage can slow Myers down, a cybernetic killing machine would present a much greater obstacle. Moreover, Myers' primary method of killing, stabbing and strangulation, would be virtually useless against the Terminator. The moment Myers drives his knife into the machine's synthetic skin, he would be met with the jarring resistance of an impenetrable metal alloy frame. The usual wet sound of a blade piercing flesh would be replaced by the harsh clang of steel. This moment alone could be enough to throw Myers off, introducing an unfamiliar element that disrupts his usual method of attack. With his knife proving ineffective, Myers would be forced to rely on brute force. But no matter how strong he is, he simply does not compare to the sheer mechanical strength of the Terminator. Where Myers can lift and throw people, the Terminator can punch through walls, flip vehicles, and take direct gunfire without slowing down. Myers would find himself in a situation unlike any he has ever faced. further tilting the fight in the Terminator's favor. Michael Myers is the embodiment of fear, but the Terminator is the embodiment of inevitability. And in a battle of the unstoppable versus the unkillable, inevitability wins.